I'm joined today by Simon Barrett from Show Technology. Simon, thanks for being on Gearbox.
Pleasure.
It's always good to have you here. Now, today you've brought along a new toy.
Yep.
This is the Martin M2PC, which looks identical, funnily enough, as well, to the M2Go.
Yep.
Now, these two consoles are new within the M range, but they're running the same software as the M1, which has been pretty popular.
Yeah, really popular. It's super happy with the M1. The M2Go and the M2PC, exactly the same operating system as the M1. So exactly the same, even the button layout's the same, so very easy for everyone to use.
Yeah, really visually the only thing that's changed is instead of having the big flip-up screen, we've now got the little smaller LCD touchscreen on the side, and you can use that to get to all your various parameters like colour and beam shapes and so on.
Yep, exactly. This provides really strong functionality. This is a great advancement for the console. We can access all our features, so our colour picker, our gobos, even our pan and tilt, we can control from this. Of course, they're always allocated to our encoders, but this is really useful, super quick down here.
Now, in other controls, we've also got the 8 function keys, and you can customise those with things like screen layouts. What else can you do with those? Yeah,
well, exactly that. You can do monitor layouts, so you can change your screen from these keys, but you can almost allocate any command to them. So you can save from those keys, you can lock the console, you can trigger macros, but you can also select fixtures from there as well. So I've seen that done on an M1. They have 12 keys on the M1. And they use the keys to select the fixtures, just fixture 1 and 3, or whichever fixtures they require using those keys. So they're actually really useful. Especially if you've got novice operators coming in to use the system. Great, yeah. Okay, now important distinction here between the M2PC and the M2Go is the M2Go's fully self-contained. It's got its own motherboard inside, its own processing, whereas the PC version relies on an external PC, which today we're using this one, which is actually a monitor with a PC built in. Exactly. And it's got a touch screen. And the touchscreen functionality really helps. I think it makes it a lot quicker and easier to get to stuff. Yep. Much easier than a mouse. Now, as you said, same operating methodology as the M1. This is in fact running the same software, so it's quite mature software. Yeah, I think, and this is really important. I think we underestimate how important the software is. That's the backbone of our show. So what's nice about what Martin have done is they've taken the software they worked on for many years on the Maxis console, applied it to the M1, and now applied it to the M2Go and the M2PC. So although the hardware is new, only a few months old in Australia, the actual software is very mature. Everything has bugs, sure, but this is really stable, very mature software. And you don't want to be the first. I've seen this so many times now. Everyone wants to be the first, to have the first of the new toys. With lighting controls, you don't want to be the first. Beta testing on someone's show. No, you don't want to be the first. No. Now, another factor of that software commonality is that if you've got an M1 console on a show, I believe you can run one of these as a backup. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Explain for us how that works. Sure. So show files are interchangeable between all of the consoles, all of the platforms. No translation, none of that guff. No conversion. So you can just take one from the M1 and run it on the M2Go or M2PC. But what's more important is that we can take this console, which is the M2PC, and run it as a tracking backup for the M1. So we could only ever do that with really premium consoles before, but now for a really acceptable price tag, we've got a full tracking backup console, full redundancy. So if anything happens to our primary, we can move over to our master. So minimal downtime, and indeed, definitely you're not going to lose the whole show due to a failure. And actually you can run this just as a fader wing. If you've got an M1 and you just want 10 more faders, you can just flip a switch at the flip a switch at the back. It turns the processing off, and it just works as a 10 fader wing. How many channels, parameters can we get out of one of these? Yeah, loads, plenty. Plenty is the normal answer. The back of the console, M2Go and M1, they have 4 ports for DMX. The M2PC has 2. They can drive up to 4096 parameters or channels, so that's 8 universes in theory. That's plenty. That's quite a lot. So some exciting developments there. Probably the other exciting thing is the price. M2PC, how much? M2PC is going to come in at about $7,000 including GST. And the Go? And the M2Go just over 10. So we've never seen a console with as many features for that price tag. That's really exciting.
definitely exciting stuff, Simon. Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure. Thank you.